Good morning. Hello. I need to remember to say hello instead of good morning because sometimes you might be catching this in the afternoon or at night or whatever. But hello, hello, hello. Today's Tuesday, January 8th. January 8th. Yes, it's a new day. And usually every morning, Roland and I, my husband, we come together and share a nugget or two. But he had difficulty getting out of the bed. Sometimes he gets insomnia and he can't sleep. And so if he's too tired, I don't force him. Anyway, one of the things that I love to do is come out and walk. And for the last, October, November, December, I had injured my back and I couldn't walk like I normally did. And I really missed it. So now that I'm feeling better and the scale gave me a big hint, so it's time to do something about it, take action. Good morning, Cousin Jay from Chicago. Glad that you can join me this morning. Good morning, Daswell. Is it Daswell? Good morning to you. Good morning, Sipo. Glad that you can join me too. So yesterday I shared five of the 10 top tips or top rules for success this year, for you, for me, for anyone who is ready to conquer and be able to achieve the goals that they've set for themselves. And the key is execution. But before I get to some of that, let me just tell you, yesterday I shared 5 tips and I have them in the notes so you can look at them. 1 was to be a right now person. 2 is have goals, long-term, short-term, mid-term goals. 3 was create an environment, an ecosystem that supports you in being able to achieve your goals. 4, evolve, change and grow, so that you can become better each week, each month, each year. 5 was use your imagination positively. Get a clear mental image of what you want to achieve. All right, so number six is take charge. I know some of you may get tired of, you're tired of the mundane, doing the same thing day after day, and you're not getting any results. So take charge, take control of your life. I was listening to Eric Worre, and he shared the example about the wind. Sometimes the challenges in our lives, it's kind of like the wind blowing on our faces, and it's blowing you back. You're trying to move forward and you're just pushing against the wind and you're not getting anywhere. Well, there's a strategy to being able to move forward even though the wind is pushing you back. You have to, I'm not a sailor. I don't know much about the ocean and navigating in a boat or a sailboat. But they say that if the wind is pushing against you, use the wind to still propel you by changing your strategy. You go back and forth. That way you're still moving forward. Even though it may not be at a faster pace, you're still moving forward. Now, there comes a time in life when the wind will change. The wind may be against your back and that will push you and propel you. But most of the times it's not. So you have to find a way to navigate and move forward with your goals. Good morning, Heather. Good morning to you. And I see, okay, I can't pronounce your name. It's written in, is Isaac? I'm not sure. Good morning, Philip. Good morning to you. Good morning, Rissa. Glad that you can join me this morning. I can say hello. I'm trying to click on the wave, the little wave on here. All right, so number 6 was take charge. You have the power to make the change in your life, the necessary change, so that you can continue moving forward. So it doesn't matter what direction the wind is blowing, whether it's blowing you back against your face or through your back, you can still make progress. All right, number 7 is know your why. Why you do the things that you're doing. If you're in a job where you feel you're stuck, you don't have to stay there. If you have that desire to be more than you are right now, to be able to do more, and that's who I am. I'm a spiritual entrepreneur, and that's who I'm addressing. You don't have to stay where you are. You can use some of your time to work maybe part-time in developing a side business, or if you do have a business, there are things that you can do. Take charge. Like right now, one of the things that I know I want to be able to move forward, rather than, trial and error, doing things on my own, like I think this might work, team up, get a mentor, someone who already has a track record, someone who's already experienced the pitfalls and know what to do to navigate and make the best use of your time. And that's what I'm doing. I've teamed up to work alongside a 7-figure earner who is teaching a course right now. Oh, I was going to save that for the end, but it's still part of taking charge. The class is starting on Wednesday of this week. I believe the class closes at 11:59 p.m. So this is not just for me; it's for anyone who wants to make that change in their life, who wants to get the results that they're looking for. So I was talking about know your why. Why are you doing what you're doing? Why do some people choose network marketing? And a lot of times people, I hear they are not successful, and it's because execution, and that's the word. You have to execute what you've learned. We have all this knowledge in our heads. We knew, for example, the scale gave me a shocking revelation, a shocking revelation this week, and my clothes told me too. So I know what I need to do, right? But the thing is actually getting started and staying focused and being consistent, doing that thing. I knew I walked out most of the year, 9 months out of the year. The last 3, and only because of an injury, I kind of cut back, and then I didn't do it much. And I know this is what works for me. I have to do it in the morning, first thing. Whether I love my husband to come with me, Roland, but whether he comes with me or not, I know I need to do this for me. So know your why. Why do you do what you do? And you need to know the reasons. And also focus on personal development. Now, I know for years I knew that this was something that I wanted to do, and I didn't realize that there were little gaps along the way, things that I needed to overcome. And one of those things was being able to come in social media. I just had a fear, and it never even occurred to me that it was a pitfall that would have stopped me from moving forward. And so I did something about it. I knew it was something that I had to overcome to be able to move forward. And so I took the steps that were necessary. I took a class, the class that was done by Layla Black, and I'm going to offer something similar to this later on, maybe later on in the year. Good morning, Peter. Good morning. Glad that you can join me this morning. So again, there are things that you can do to overcome some of the obstacles. And going back to knowing why you're doing what you're doing, it's kind of like a prerequisite to something else. You kind of have to master something so that you can do something else in your journey. Number 8, focus on high value activities. Now, that one kind of puzzled me a little bit. Good morning, Sipo. Good morning to you. Focus on high value activities. And Eric Worre explained it like, he said, well, do you mean I can't cut my own grass? Well, cutting your grass, nothing is wrong with cutting your grass, but that's like a minimum wage job. You can pay someone to do that. Maybe if you don't have a lot of time on your hands, you can pay someone to maybe clean your house, or I'm not there yet, but it gets your mind in a certain groove so that when you are at a level where you can actually maybe afford to do some of those things, you're better off doing that, because there are certain high valued jobs or activities that pays out a sizable income for doing that job. And sometimes if you don't have enough time in the day to do those things, maybe hire someone to do some of the minimum wage type things that way you can focus your energies, your time on some of the more high income producing activities. That's how it was explained, and it makes sense to me. Yeah, so there are two more. This I did 6, 7, and 8. I'll do 9 and 10 tomorrow because they're a little bit more lengthy. So I'm going to recap on these 8 rules for you to experience success in 2019. Number one was be a right now person. Move your clock. Do what you need to do to get the results that you need right now. Don't put it off. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll start next week or whatever. You take action. Number 2, have goals. Short-term goals, long-term goals, mid-term goals, so you can measure your progress. 3, create your environment. Create an environment that supports you in your goals. And talking about that, I have created a group. It's called Spiritual Entrepreneur Goal Crushers. So that way I can support those of you who have set your goals and want to keep moving forward in achieving and accomplishing those goals. If you'd like to be a member of that group, put Goal Crushers in the comments below, and I can add you to that group. All right. Number 4 was evolve, change, and grow. Get better each week, each month, each year, because you shouldn't be the same person you were even last week. You should be moving forward and getting better. Number 5 was use your imagination in a positive way. Work on practicing conjuring up that mental image of where you want to be. Be specific. Then number 6 was take charge. Take charge of your life, because you have the power within to move forward. It's nothing external that is going to make you better. It's all within you. It's in your mind, the mindset that you have. Number 7, know why you do what you do. Know your why. What's driving you, because it's your why that's going to push you towards achieving the goals that you set for yourself. And number 8, focus on high value activities, which will free up your time, will give you more time to do the things that you need to do, and maybe hire out some of the other things to give you that time that you need. Good morning, George. Good morning to you. Those were the 8 top 10. Tomorrow I'll give the last 2. So now in the description somewhere, there is a link to the course that I'm taking. It starts on Wednesday. If you're already a business owner and you want to be able to make more gains this year, 2019, to take your business to a higher level, I encourage you to click on that link, find out what there is that's involved, and get started. Oh, good morning. I'm sorry, I'm getting excited because good morning, Roland. I miss you. Roland just came on. So that is the link. Click on the link. And by the way, if I've shared anything that you've gotten value from, be sure to share this out. Yes, Roland, go ahead and share it out. And anyone else who's come on, if you've gotten any value, share it out. And do tell me where you're tuning in from. I am in the park here, which is one of the things I love to do. I walk, and I came with my tripod so I can set it up on a table and do what I need to do. And I also have that group. It's a community group that I've started to help support you in achieving the goals that you've set for yourself. It's called Spiritual Entrepreneur Goal Crushers. Good morning, Jerome. Good morning, Jerome. Glad that you can join me. So that's what I have for you today. I just shared those 8 of the 10 top activities that can guarantee you success in 2019. And that's the journey we're on, the road to success, which is success is within us, but it's part of executing those things, those markers that we need to do to have what you're working towards. What else? Did I miss anything? Anyway, so tomorrow I'll be back. And Roland, I hope you can join me tomorrow too. Thank you for joining me. Enjoy your day. Make it powerful. Make it productive. And I will see you tomorrow at 8. Enjoy your day. Bye now. Oh, good morning, Adriel.